It's Thursday, the 18th of June, 2020. And that can mean one thing, and one thing only. That it's time for today's The Quiz. Me, it is your host, Edward C. Lewis. How are you today, everybody? You're frozen again.
Am I frozen?
We can hear you, but you're frozen. Now, you see, this is why we need to switch over somewhere else, because Skype is not playing. Skype does not play. Skype doesn't. You're back in. Yeah,
Skype wants to play a different game to the rest.
Skype seems to want to do its own thing.
It wants to let us know who's in control. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. And it is certainly Skype. It's raining here.
It's raining.
That means that the internet goes off because we live in the 1800s in the northwest of England.
You used to laugh at me, but now you're experiencing the pain I feel every time it rains. Yes.
Tom Cook Sound says my IQ has not got any higher from doing this quiz. I am sorry. You don't have to apologise to us. It's not your fault.
Tom Cook Sound, Tom Cook Sound, how often do you check your IQ?
It's a good point. It might have gone higher and then gone back down. You don't know, do you?
Various influences.
Skype has always done its own thing, yes, and I've been too lazy to get my dad installed on Discord. If it works, if it ain't broke, then don't try and fix it. It's actually broken, so we do need to try and fix it.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yes.
Yeah, I am warm, but muggy warm. I can't do my Hudson impression from Aliens. Great. Hi, Every Crumb, says Grief. That's fun. Every Crumb. We've never done that one before. That's fun. It's because it's the Biscuit stuff. Every Crumb. I like it. Thank you. Hello, Dirge. Hello, Millstone Barn. Hello, Stickster42. Hello, Grief. Hello, Osric. Hello, Earthification. Hello, Edelweiss. Hello, Tom Cooked Sound. I've lost my mouse. Hello, Roby1 Kenobi. Araro. Edelweiss. All of the best ones are, of course, here as always. And thank you for joining us today. This fourth day of the week. My figurative Friday, because good guy CEO of the company, genuinely good guy CEO, by the way, gave us all the day off for Juneteenth. How nice is that? It's great. He said he wants us to use it all. Everyone in the everyone working for ZeniMax, that's like Bethesda and all the studios, just have a day off and use it as a time for reflection around things to do with the history of Black America. And I was like, that's great. Okay. So I said we're going to go watch Spike Lee's new movie. That's going to be good.
My blood, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, and I know that it's easy to say this as somebody who works for the company, and I know that you know me as company guy, right? Because I did all that stuff for Frontier and stuff like that. But I am really pleased with how the management at Bethesda have handled these last few weeks, and in terms of all of the hot topics going on around the world and stuff. So it's great. Yeah, I think it's really nice. Anyway, Bush Ranger, good evening, everybody. It's just nice to know that you work for a company that does those things, and I'd like to stay away from talking about work stuff on here, but yeah, we know you are a real and very genuine person, Edward. You know I am real. Insert sentiment line about being nice. No, yeah, I know. Thank you, Osric. I was just pretending that I was a robot, actually, programmed to be good at being nice to people, which is kind of true in some ways, isn't it? Aren't we all robots, programmed one way or another? We're just a collection of wires and cables, neurons and electrons. Welcome to
some of it squishier than others. Yeah,
some of it squishier than other. Deep, man, deep, yeah. Aren't we all just like cables, man? Anyway, sorry, a drugs reference on today's live stream to start things off. How is everybody at home? Does that make WNL Geppetto? Oh, certainly. Look at him. You look like a Geppetto.
I've been called worse.
Yeah,
yes.
You look like a Geppetto. You look like a... I'm not going to say it. How's your week been so far?
It's fantastic, great, wonderful.
Okay.
Have you ever tried to actually work a marionette, puppets on strings?
Yeah, but I can't remember any details about it. I wasn't very good at it.
It's hard. Yeah.
I think they're kind of cool. I kind of think puppetry's cool. Is that cool?
Yeah. Okay. Look.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah. Okay, moving on.
let's make some. We'll have to make some puppets.
Oh, okay. We're
Some
gonna
marionettes.
we're
Perhaps
gonna
they can take over for
we're
us.
gonna start some arts and crafts here on the live stream. We've got bird watching, we've got quizzes, and now we've got crafts. How's it been living with me? What do you think? And don't hold back. Don't You've got to be honest with me.
And don't hold back.
Don't hold back. You've got to be honest with me.
Several rooms and a floor away. I'm on. No, no, perfectly fine.
Is it all right?
It's been a pleasure to have you around. It really has.
Oh, that's all right. Look at that. Well, I didn't expect that answer. Oh no, I'm feeling all flushed now. I didn't expect that one. No.
But I refuse to give you the answers in advance, though. You have to suffer the same as everyone else with the quiz.
I was going to say that's not what you said last night. And Helen pointed this out. She said, "Oh, you do. By the way, it's bad. Oh, have you had to tell Edward to keep the music down? No, I've got these headphones. I've not. But I'm so considerate as an adult. Maybe not as a child. But
as a child, yes, it was a slightly different thing. You needed to learn a few. Yeah.
I'm probably the most humble person that I know. And I'm probably the most considerate person I know too. Okay, just looking around. My parents' first flat was below some Thunderbirds marionette workers. Whoa, that's super cool. Imagine I would be up there all the time, just asking if I can have a look at little puppetry. What ho? Hi, Jack Little. Hi, Kazalia. I missed you and moved back to your dad's. I hope he has you helping in the garden now that you're such a pro.
Yesterday, Edward actually held the tree up while I sawed it.
Again, like Samson. Is it Samson?
It was Samson-esque. Yeah. It was. Yeah.
It wasn't Samson-esque.
And no one was harmed in the making. Well, sorry, in the removal of the tree. It was great.
Yeah. Sure, Ed Shaw says griefed. And Robbie, yeah, they must have pulled some strings to get that one. Okay, why are we here and what are we doing today?
Today, it's a quiz, of course, and we have 10 questions for everybody.
It's a quiz,
obviously, you won't be able to see their answers as they give me their answers. I'll take the first three. If we have consensus, that's their answer. Yeah. No consensus, it'll be the first of the three. And we'll see how they fare against you. Can I remind you that you actually had a win yesterday?
No. And it's become far too frequent now that I didn't even bother playing the Celebrate Good Times music. But
5 out of 47.
I mean,
you've won 5 out of 47.
Not bad. I increased my percentage hugely.
A humdrum everyday event. 5 out of 4. Yes, okay. But you did very well, and they did very well. It was a low-scoring contest. Today, I don't know, somewhere around the same again. I think we've got the topic of time. Okay, things loosely centered around time.
Jack Little is trying to throw chaos into the mix by saying if you don't know the answers, make sure to get your guesses in early. No, it's not how it works, Jack Little. And you know it. You've been around. You've probably been to 44 of the 46 quizzes. So it's just because Jack always guesses. I like time. It goes great on some roast lamb. Oh, Bushranger! These are the people that we've created. These people. We've done this.
There goes that question. Yes.
Oh, really? Is it really?
No.
Okay, good. This is our fault. You do realize this. We've created these monsters. These people. We've allowed this. We've promoted this kind of dad joke in our chat.
I love it. Yes, it's
exactly.
great.
And that's part of the problem. You're part of the problem. You are the problem.
I am part of the problem. I am the problem.
You are the problem.
I am more than the problem. I am all future problems personified.
And that, I think, is a fantastically deep segue to talk about the matter of time.
Time. Yeah. Okay, yes.
Do the thinking.
Well, we still have some, yes. Perhaps we should get on with the quiz. Right. All about time. You need to turn off the chat stream so that you can't see their answers. I need to make sure I have my glasses on so I can, and we can begin.
Why do I keep losing my mouse? Hi, Pixie Wife. Hi, Tom Cook Sound. Hi, hi everyone. It's really
sometimes your mouse appears at my nose or on my nose.
Oh, yeah.
Dances around my face.
Yeah.
I sort of want to swat it, but
again, I can't really do much about it.
That's okay. As long as it's
Or
bite.
I don't want to do much about it. Okay, great. Let's. I'm sorry. Goodbye, everybody. I won't win. Bye.
Question number. Here we go. Question number. Time and time again. Okay, number one. The Time Warp, of course, is a song which featured in this 1973 rock musical and its 1975 film adaptation. Can you name it? The Time Warp, a song which featured in this 1973 rock musical and its 1975 film adaptation. I have their answer.
Let's do the Time Warp again. It is the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show, absolutely correct. And it's 1 point apiece after one question. Good start. Everybody out of the blocks.
I can hear.
You can hear.
I can hear the Hoover cleaning up the confetti cannon mess. That's what I can hear.
Are you okay,
already.
here we go. A 10-10 somewhere out there, yes. Okay, question number two. Let's see if we maintain this. A bit of a multiple guess, okay? Quite simply, I'll give you the correct answer and a couple of wrong ones. You determine which is which. Question two. Who said, "Time spent with cats is never wasted"? Was it Sigmund Freud, T.S. Eliot, or Joe Exotic? Who said time spent with cats is never wasted? Was it Sigmund Freud, T.S. Eliot, or Joe Exotic?
Time spent with cats is never wasted.
I
Time
have
spent
it.
with cats is never wasted. That's
I
it's
have
more
it.
like that. A time spent with it's even like time spent with cats is never wasted. That's quite good. You and I, Carol Baskin, coming over here. I can't. Yeah, that's enough for that now. Time spent with cats is never wasted. Oh, I love it. I want it to be Tiger King. It's Tiger King. It's the king. It's the Tiger King itself. It's Joey Exotic.
You're going with Joe Exotic.
Yeah.
The chat stream went with T.S. Eliot.
Did they?
And it's actually Sigmund Freud.
Oh, is it? Good.
It's Sigmund, the whole idea, of course, that the therapeutic value of spending time with cats calms you down and things, but it was Sigmund Freud. Time spent with cats, never wasted. So it remains at 1 point apiece. Going into question number three, my confetti cannon is safe for another day. Okay.
Can you please clarify what that means? And
My confetti cannon, yes. Here we have a party confetti cannon here.
of course, for the 10 on 10
And if we have a 10-10,
in that room,
has to be a 10-10.
genuinely going to be a nightmare.
No one would be able to tell any different if it did go
a
off.
nightmare to clean up.
If I decided to clean it up. Okay, again, time.
Yeah, actually, you know what? If we do it, I will clean it up genuinely. No, genuinely, I will.
I showed this room once, I think, to the chat stream, and they would realize that it would be
Oh, I see, because it's so messy that you,
an insurmountable, job.
Go on.
But hey, okay, here we go. It's 1 point apiece. It's question number three, and a simple 50-50. It's true or false, okay? If you agree with the following statement, then write down the entire word true. If you disagree, write down the entire word false. Here's your statement. The word clock originally meant bell. True or false? The word clock originally meant bell. We have the entire word dunno.
Did someone write the
Okay,
entire...
I have their answer. I have their
Did
answer.
someone write the entire word, don't know.
Yeah.
Great. I think make that a thing, everybody, please, as much as possible. The entire word. And you've got. Do they all still write the entire word? Like, do they actually write the entire word out? The entire word.
Some do.
That's
Some
good.
do.
That's important that you write the entire word true or the entire word false.
And their answer was made up of yes, 4 or 5 of the entire words. Yes.
Good. I'm going to say true because you can clock someone on the head, and I wonder if it's connected to that. And the bell. Yeah.
You're going to say true.
Yeah.
It actually dates back, I think, to the early 14th century, late 1300s, to the word clocka,
Ah,
Clocca, which meant bell. Yes,
yeah,
it does mean bell.
that's
Very
interesting.
well done. But the chat stream went for false. They should
This
have held
is
out.
bad
Cazalia
news.
finally got around. Cazalia sort of bucked the stream and went for a false, but it was too late.
Uh,
So you're in the lead,
so
2 points to one.
can we just address something? Because it does look very suspicious that I've been doing very well since I moved back here. It's nothing to do. I on promise.
Absolutely nothing.
But I would say there could be the fact that we're spending a lot of time together. There's like subtleties coming through what you're asking and stuff like that might be
You're
influencing
reading
it.
my mind. Is that it?
No, but just like
come
in
to my wavelength.
conversation, subtly influencing what you're writing and
Heaven
stuff
forbid
like
I
that.
should come to yours.
Oh, no,
Yes.
you don't. You don't want to go there. You don't want to go there.
No, no. You're just getting lucky. I don't know.
But I promise, and this is something that Helen pointed out. Helen, my stepmother, your wife, WNL's wife, said, "Oh, it's a bit suspicious, isn't it?" I was like, "Well, what are you talking about? You're doing very well, aren't you?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Well, you've just moved here, and all of a sudden you're doing very well." And I thought, "Oh no, it's more reflective of my positive mental state now that I'm in such lovely care of my parents." Let's go. Next question, please.
Next question,
Are people
please.
being suspicious and horrible? I saw your face.
No, no, no. Well, Edelweiss says maybe you're perhaps spying on me in the evening when I'm writing the quiz.
No.
But
Nope.
no, no, no. All above board. Question number four. Number four. I'd like to know which is the oldest: the hourglass, the sundial, or the water clock.
Ooh.
Which is the oldest of the three? The hourglass, the sundial, or the water clock?
I mean,
We have their answer.
so the hourglass, of course. Well, glass wasn't around for the longest time, so can't be hourglass unless it's the mechanisms of the hourglass of pouring the sand down to test the amount of time that it takes to time things. And if you're counting that, but specifically the invention of the hourglass itself is going to come much later. But in terms of measuring time through sand pouring, they probably were doing that a very long time ago. The sundial seems like the obvious one because I reckon even the Egyptians were doing sundial stuff. But also it's very sandy there too. And then the water thing. Water is life. Everyone uses water for everything. And of course everyone had water so readily available to them because they were drinking it because they needed to survive that they probably used it for other things too. Let's go for the water one.
You're going for the water clock. Well, shall I say that it was virtually 50-50 split between the water clock and the sundial as far as the chat stream was concerned. They dismissed, of course, the hourglass, as did
Same
you.
as me, yeah.
But 50-50 virtually, but the first 50-50, first 50 of the 50-50 went to, as you did, the water clock.
Yeah.
It's, of course, the sundial. Yeah.
Right.
About third century BC or so,
Right.
sundial was supposedly pipped it at the post.
Yeah, it makes sense actually. They probably just stuck a stick in the ground and went, "Oh look, we can work out when." And they were like, "When the stick hits the stone, Stephen, yeah, I've put a stick in the ground. Oh, cool. What does that do? Well, when it hits the stone, that means it's time for you to take over the hunting duties. Okay, cool, done. Thanks, Stephen.
Yeah, move the stone, move the stick. Yeah,
Don't-
quick. Then I'll
Stephen, did
never
you
have to
move
do
the
any hunting
stone?
duty.
No. What are you talking about? It's not at the stone yet. You moved it. You clearly moved it. You're clearly trying to slack off. People were slacking off in 3 BC. Classic,
3 BC.
classic behavior.
Yeah. The score remains 2-1. Nice low scoring, but within 1 point. All is poised. Question number 5, halfway through today's quiz. Number 5, I would like you to identify, name please, the British scientist who gave us the best-selling book, A Brief History of Time. Identify the British scientist who gave us the best-selling book, A Brief History of Time.
Now, I don't think I can tell you his actual name.
I have their answer.
Stephen. It was old Stevie Hawkins, but I can't remember if it's Hawking or Hawkins. I always get that wrong. Hawking.
Well, I've got a variety of answers here as well.
I never get it right. I can never. I'm going. You know what? When you find out the answer now, it's Stephen Hawkins, I think. Stephen Hawking. As soon as you is it Hawking?
It is Hawking, yes.
Okay, I'm going to remember that forever.
I have Hawking and Hawkins. A variety in the yeah. Everybody's sort of not quite sure because it's one of those names that can get mixed up.
Let's remember it. Hawking, yeah. All of us together. Let's make an agreement to remember that we're going Hawking. Right? And if we're going Hawking, Steve's going to be there with us. Funnily enough, Stephen, he was busy sticking the stick in the ground to make the sundial in my previous weird little bit that I just did. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's move on.
Yeah, and is the Stephen with a PH or a V? No, it's a PH. Okay, hey, it's good stuff. 3 points, plays 2 points. It's question number 6. Okay, number 6. According to the opening line of Orwell's 1984, what time did the clock strike? According to the opening line of Orwell's 1984, what time did the clock strike? I have their answer.
It's not a normal time, but also I don't think it's in 24-hour time, so I think it's 13.
It is 13. Well done. Yes, the clock struck 13. And which a clock never strikes 13.
Yeah, but at 1300 now.
24 hours, yeah. But it still doesn't have 13 strikes on a conventional pendulum clock.
It's a great line.
Edward, your pendulum clock didn't go at 8 minutes past 12.
That's because you wound it back, didn't you? Look at you just trying to get that in there. But I'll tell you when it did go off, 2 minutes too. So you didn't get it right.
Well, I'm just preemptive to make sure that you're on time.
It's about to go off now.
Trying to keep you on time.
You ready? Wait for it. It's going to be a few seconds. It's 2 minutes fast. Hey.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Almost half past. Time for question number 7. By the way, the chatter's got it correct as well. It struck 13. It is 4 points to 3. Going on to question number 7. Now, question number 7 is true or false. So again, I'll read you out a statement. If you agree with it, write down the entire word true. If you disagree, write down the entire word false. Here's your statement, number 7. The invention of radio made it necessary for English towns and cities to introduce a nationwide standard time instead of observing local times. Is that true or false?
Oh.
The invention of radio made it necessary for English towns and cities to introduce a nationwide standard time instead of observing local times. True or false?
I know some towns that would want to do their own local times now, like Kirkham. Just like, no, I won't go stay open all night. I don't need to go to bed. Bed's for softies. Keep pubs open.
Was that my accent you were doing there? Yeah.
No, well, yeah, you're from round here, but no, nothing like yo. False.
False. I'll tell you, the chatters thought it was false as well. In fact, they were so indignant they started giving me explanations before they gave their answer. And it is false, absolutely false.
Classic chatters behaviour.
Do you know why it's false?
Is it to do with farming, and they were doing farming tariffs? I can't remember.
Nothing to do with farming.
Oh, okay.
Everything to do. Well, radio came in about 1895, I think, and they were sending signals by internationally by 1897 or so.
Yeah.
But that was Marconi and all that. But 90 years before, in 1804, they came up with the first locomotives. It was train travel.
Okay. Okay, great.
The fact that people were so close together because they were now connected by trains that they needed to take on, and with timetables and things, they needed to take on standard times.
I think British history is very interesting. There's actually some really, really interesting stories. I used to love British history back in primary in school, high school. What are they teaching you? You're looking pleased with yourself. Are they
Oh no,
saying?
no, you're right. I'm glancing over. They're saying that you need to say the entire word before your answer as
Oh,
well.
okay, sorry, I will do. Yes, I'll start doing that. That's
And then they're still debating, years and influences and what actually caused us to take on standard time and things. It's good. It's a wonderful debate going on.
good.
Uh, Shame you can't be involved in it because you're not allowed to look yet. Okay. It
Eh,
is 5 points to four. It is question number 8. Okay. Simple
okay.
50-50. Number 8. I'd like to know which has the greater number of clocks and timepieces, Buckingham Palace or Windsor Castle? Which has the greater number of clocks and timepieces, Buckingham Palace or Windsor Castle?
Flip a coin.
Flip a coin. Yeah, yeah. At least you'll have an answer.
Yeah.
That's right. Yes. Oh, we have some raiders. Yes, and you need to remind people that we don't cheat. It has to be entirely out of your mind. No other search engine is allowed. We have an honesty box. Okay, let's see now. They're all over the show, but I have an answer.
Buckingham Palace.
You're going with Buckingham Palace.
I'm guessing, entirely guessing Buckingham Palace.
Well, can I tell you that there are 379 timepieces in Windsor Castle? In Buckingham Palace, there are 500.
Whoa.
Yes, so Buckingham Palace is correct, and the chatter's got it right as well. Well, some of them did. 2 out of the first 3 did. It was all over the show, but yes. So scores progress.
Does it count? Does
Chatter
it,
6
does
for
it,
you.
Are you counting sort of people's mobile phones in their pockets?
Probably not. Those aren't actually, there. As in clocks and timepieces. Those would come and go.
Those are not actually there. That's Are they truly there until you pull them out of your pocket?
They're
Maybe
truly
they're
there.
not.
Yeah, perhaps I should have said, all
No,
there.
I was being pedantic.
I know you. I know you were. You were being a slight pedant, but that's okay. You got it right, so you're allowed to
I was
crow a
just
bit.
doing it for fun. I was doing it for fun. Okay, that's next question.
It's 6 points to 5, and the great thing is that both you and the chatters have exceeded yesterday's quiz, which was a little tougher. Okay, doing very well. 1 point. Question number 9. Number 9. A bit of a multiple guess. Again, I'll give you the right answer and a couple of wrong ones, so listen carefully. Where might you find a gnomon? Gnomon. Is it on a grandfather clock, a sundial, or a cuckoo clock? Where might you find a gnomon? Gnomon. On a grandfather clock, a sundial, or a cuckoo clock?
I don't know, man.
You don't know, man. I have their answer.
Cuckoo clock, I'm guessing.
You're guessing a cuckoo clock.
Am I about to win if I get this right?
If you actually were to get through this, you could still draw, depending on their answer.
Sorry, I forgot. Oh, we're drawing, aren't we?
You're one behind now.
I'm one behind. How did this happen?
No, you're one ahead. They're one behind, and there's a possibility, of course, of anything happening still.
Right, okay, so you've just done a spoiler there. I didn't get it. They did. That's what's just happened, doesn't it?
You've already been talking about a gnomon already. You remember that little stick? It's the shadow casting bit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
On a sundial. It's on a sundial, and yes, they got it. So the scores are all tied up going into the final question.
Oh no! Okay.
6 points apiece. Anything can happen. Okay.
I sense some irritation there. I'm sorry. I am being irritating. I'm sorry.
Number 10. Question number 10. If you were out roaming in the gloaming, what time of day would it be?
Oh, I don't know.
Don't answer yet. If you're out roaming in the gloaming, Gloaming, let's have it, chatters. What time of day is it?
It's fun. It's a fun question, roaming in the gloaming. I like that a lot. And I feel like that should be the title of a song, Roaming in the Gloaming. Is it the title of a poem or a book? Surely it is.
In a song as well, I think, yes.
Gloaming. What a lovely word. But
I have their answer.
is it? I mean, how do you spell it? GLOA.
Gloaming. If you're roaming around in the gloaming, what time of day is it?
Middle of the day, midday.
Midday. Midday. It's
Don't
actually
make that face.
the darker stage of twilight. Sort of, it's dusk time.
Is it okay?
In the late evening, yes. And well, the chatters were spot on. Yes, they had the variations and everything like that. Tom Cook's sound, 6 to 42. You know, they had it down to an art form. So Edward, having won yesterday by 1.5 points, today you lose by a
I'm
point.
addressing the balance. I'm making sure that people aren't suspicious deliberately.
Well done, chatters. You got him. Yeah.
Oh wait,
7 points to 6.
Confident clap. Don't not a wimpy clapping.
You can't have any wimpy clapping.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I'm going to bring you back. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Good to see you all again. So what we're remembering today, we're remembering dusk, and we're remembering hawking, because we're going hawking together in the gloaming. That's what we're going to do.
Error says, of course, it's an invalid question because it could be all day in Norway. You know, that sort of lack of light.
Yeah, Jack Little loved the cat's question. Good. Bad luck, Ed Edelweiss. Gutted for you, Ed. Time is an illusion. Lunchtime, doubly so. Oh, it is lunchtime soon. What's going on?
Well, that's from Adams, isn't it? Douglas Adams. Yeah.
Probably.
Lunchtime, doubly so. Yeah.
Tom Coxani was close, too close. He has a blackboard on the wall with the answers. A lovely feint, says Jack Little. Oh, that's nice. We want a curtsy, says Catatonic. From me? Ford Prefect. It's Ford Prefect. I thought
that's right. Yes,
Prefect.
yeah.
It's from Ford Prefect. Yeah. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Osric. Thank you very much. Well, yeah, that was a good one. So well done, everybody. That was what were the points then again?
It was 7 points to 6.
Still good scores. Still good scores. Very, very impressed by everybody's knowledge there. Well done. I think it's an invalid question because it can be all day in Norway, says Araror. Araror. I like that name. Araror. Is Araror, can you please explain to us what your name means? Because I always see it as like the sound a sort of dog makes when it's trying to talk. Araror.
Astro and the Jetsons, yes.
Yeah. Our averages must have dropped this week, though. It's interesting to hear the stats tomorrow. Well, yes. Are we having stats tomorrow, or I don't want to... Right, I know how much time this man spends doing these quizzes, so we'll do them on Monday. Also, I don't have any formal gear. Have I left a suit here before? I probably have a suit here.
You have a suit. You have a suit here. You have a suit here.
I do have a suit here, so we can do formal.
Suit and boots.
Suit up for Friday, for formal Friday. Try Araror. Araror. Where does it come from? Says Catatonic. Yes, thank you, Catatonic, for joining us. Thank you, WNL, for the quiz. Did you enjoy yourself?
Pleasure. Absolutely wonderful.
And should we do another one of these tomorrow?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Okay, well, it's time for the new feature to end the show on, and of course we'll be ending. Oh, Partly Welsh did a little raid. Thank you, Partly Welsh. That's very kind of you. I had no idea that you were there, and thanks for pointing out Jack Little. I always have a suit with me. My birthday suit. Talking of birthday suits, would you like to watch a little cute creature taking a bath? It's very Alan Partridge of me, and I'm very sorry. Don't be any naughty in the chat. You will be banned, despite me actually egging you on. It's time for the camera trap update. It's nature time. Now, I only have one video to share with everybody, and that is of this cute. I mean, we're thinking female blackbird. You did nearly get banned yesterday. I'm thinking female blackbird. Am I right? Am I right? Guys, am I right? Or is it a thrush? Somebody help me out. Lovely female blackbird. Great. This is great. This is the only video worth showing because last night what I did was experimented and I think I put it down a little too far into the ground, so it blocked the sensor off. So unfortunately I don't have any new videos from last night, but this was from yesterday afternoon. And I think this is great. Like, this is such a fun video. Unfortunately the angle wasn't great. I think it got knocked out, but look at this. Having a great splash around. It's just delightful. It's so much like just what a great time. What a great time. Let's watch that again because it is fun. But like, I just think that's just such a joyous, splendid. The chest is too dark for a thrush, so stuck to 42, so it looks like it could be a blackbird. Yeah, but look how much it's splashing around. Can't get enough. Yeah, there we go. It's just great, isn't it? Yes, Jack Little, I use the same technique. Amazing. All right, cool. Well, we're going to put the thing out again today, but it's raining, and I don't know if that seems to be affecting anything, but we might have some more tomorrow. Again, I'll keep you all updated just for fun because it's a nice little... They're definitely a blackbird because they throw water everywhere. Yeah, it's. I've never seen this. I've never seen that, and I think it's really fun. Like, just like, they don't care. They're just throwing water around. It's really, really cute. The blackbirds will be looking for worms. Yeah, so perhaps we'll work something out. We're still working out where it's best to place it and stuff like that. But some good fun to be had. But thank you, everybody, and yeah, thank you again, Jack Little. Remember, if you've got an idea for an ending screen, we'll still take them. But I'm going to use Jack Little's for now as well. Again, we'll switch through them. As from next week, he says. But yeah, I'll definitely try and give that a go as from next week. Blackbird, 0 concerns given. Yeah, imagine being there's something really wonderful about watching all of the about watching birds, because I just think they don't care. They've got none of the concerns that we all have, and they just do this. Look, they just do this. This is what they do. They're just like, right, need to have a little quick wash. Here we go. Splash around. Yes. Oh, and I'm kind of like, when I have a bath, I'm like, be careful not to get any water outside. These guys are just like, bah! It's just good fun, isn't it? Well done. Great technique. It's meditative, you're right, absolutely. Thanks again. See you tomorrow, same time, midday. Bye.